Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with the quiet collapse of Better Place, the failure of the electric vehicle battery idea. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Even the tallest towers eventually quiet down. Tonight, we gently explore the empty boardrooms and forgotten ambitions of the past. Your mind is calm, and we are ready to begin. Vision and mission define the early ethos of this venture. Aiming to revolutionize transportation, Better Place sought to eliminate the reliance on fossil fuels by promoting electric vehicles. The founders envisioned a future where mobility was sustainable, accessible, and efficient. They believed that by creating a robust infrastructure for electric vehicles, they could enhance the convenience of battery ownership while reducing environmental impact. This undertaking involved the establishment of widespread battery swapping stations, allowing drivers to exchange depleted batteries for fully charged ones in minutes. The intent was to alleviate the concerns surrounding range anxiety and charging times that often impeded consumer adoption of electric cars. Clearly articulated goals included fostering partnerships with automakers, expanding charging networks, and, despite the ambitious vision, the practical execution faced numerous hurdles. Early enthusiasm waned as logistical challenges, technological limitations, and market dynamics began to reveal the complexities involved in transforming long-held automotive practices. The ambitious infrastructure required significant investment, and partnerships with established automotive players proved difficult to secure. Consumer skepticism lingered, reflecting deep-rooted preferences for conventional vehicles. This gradual erosion of confidence foreshadowed the turbulent path that lay ahead for the once promising initiative. In the early days of Better Place, a vision was born from the minds of its founders, who sought to revolutionize transportation through electric vehicles. Shai Agassi, the charismatic CEO, stood at the forefront, driven by a belief in a sustainable future. Backed by a group of visionary investors, including venture capital firms and influential individuals, this initiative gained momentum. The excitement surrounding electric vehicles fostered a sense of optimism that attracted significant financial backing. This region quickly became a hub of innovation, with its atmosphere filled with ideals of reducing carbon footprints and reshaping mobility. Investors envisioned a network of battery swapping stations that would eliminate range anxiety for drivers, dramatically enhancing the appeal of electric cars. Capital flowed abundantly, allowing the company to invest in technology and infrastructure. The ambitious plans included partnerships with automobile manufacturers and energy companies, aiming for a comprehensive ecosystem that would support this new vision. Prominent figures in the tech industry expressed their enthusiasm, believing that they were on the cusp of a transformative breakthrough. Yet, as time progressed, the complexities of execution began to surface. Ambitious goals soon collided with the stark realities of market demands, consumer behavior, and the intricacies of technology adoption. This divergence would set the stage for the challenges that lay ahead. The electric vehicle market landscape in the 2000s was characterized by a cautious optimism. Various manufacturers began to explore the potential of electric power, influenced by rising fuel costs and increasing environmental concerns. This region witnessed a surge in innovations aimed at creating more efficient battery technologies. Companies, both established and emerging, invested heavily in research and development, hoping to secure a foothold in a market they believed was on the brink of transformation. While some automakers successfully released hybrid models, pure electric vehicles faced significant barriers. The infrastructure necessary to support widespread electric vehicle adoption was limited. Charging stations remained sparse, often confined to urban centers. This lack of accessibility hindered consumer confidence and slowed growth, as potential buyers were concerned about range limitations. Battery technology, crucial to the success of these vehicles, was still in its infancy. Many manufacturers grappled with issues surrounding energy density, charging speed, and longevity. Expectations clashed with reality, leading to skepticism among consumers and investors alike. Amidst this turbulence, Better Place emerged with ambitious goals, promising a revolutionary battery swapping concept. Yet the surrounding environment remained complex, fraught with uncertainty and competition. The groundwork was laid, but significant obstacles lingered in the shadows, waiting to complicate the journey forward. The rise of environmental awareness created a fertile ground for innovative ideas in sustainable technologies. This burgeoning consciousness compelled consumers to reconsider their choices, while governments enacted policies aimed at reducing carbon footprints. The momentum surged, propelling a wave of interest in electric vehicles and alternative energy solutions. Companies began to emerge, promising cleaner transportation and a diminishment of dependence on fossil fuels. In this climate of hope, Better Place endeavored to carve out a niche within the electric vehicle market. They introduced the concept of battery swapping, envisioning a future where vehicles could be recharged in mere minutes. This ambitious vision, however, relied heavily on the establishment of a vast network of charging stations and consumer adoption. The initial enthusiasm for green technologies was palpable, with numerous stakeholders investing in electric mobility. Yet, as time unfolded, the challenges associated with infrastructure development and consumer behavior became evident. Adoption rates remained lower than anticipated, leading to skepticism about the viability of these technologies. The ambitious promise of a cleaner future was met with the stark realities of market dynamics. Amidst the enthusiasm for sustainability, the complexities of consumer preferences and technological limitations began to weigh heavily on the aspirations of companies like Better Place. The landscape, once filled with potential, became marked by uncertainty. The concept of battery swapping emerged as an innovative approach in the electric vehicle market, aiming to address the limitations of charging times. This idea proposed that depleted batteries could be exchanged for fully charged ones at designated stations, providing consumers with an alternative to traditional charging methods. Such a system promised convenience and efficiency, appealing to those hesitant to adopt electric vehicles due to concerns about charging infrastructure. In the early stages, enthusiasm surrounded the implementation of this model. Investors and enthusiasts envisioned a network of battery swapping stations, strategically placed in urban centers and along major highways. They believed this would create a seamless experience for drivers, eliminating long wait times associated with plugging in and recharging. The initial tests conducted in select regions demonstrated the feasibility of this idea, showcasing the potential for quick exchanges in under 5 minutes. Challenges soon emerged. Operational complexities and the need for standardization among different manufacturers created barriers. Additionally, the high costs associated with establishing and maintaining battery swapping infrastructure hindered widespread adoption. Competition from traditional charging solutions and advancements in battery technology further diminished the appeal of this model. Initial funding played a crucial role in shaping the trajectory of this fading company. Significant venture capital involvement marked the early phases, with investors drawn to the ambitious vision of a sustainable electric vehicle future. Initial investments amounted to over $200 million, reflecting a strong belief in the potential for innovation in this region. Early supporters included prominent venture capital firms that championed green technologies, eager to capitalize on the growing environmental consciousness among consumers. These financial backers embraced the notion of a revolutionary battery swapping infrastructure, envisioning a swift and convenient alternative to conventional refueling. Promises of efficiency and sustainability captivated stakeholders. Yet, despite the influx of capital, the operational execution faced persistent challenges. The ambitious expansion plans required extensive infrastructure development, leading to substantial overhead costs. As time progressed, it became evident that the envisioned model lacked the necessary consumer adoption, leading to a growing disconnect between investor expectations and actual market performance. Diminished return on investment began to surface, with venture capital firms reevaluating their support. This shift in confidence reflected broader market trends as traditional automotive manufacturers strengthened their presence in electric vehicle technology. The once promising landscape of innovation gradually gave way to uncertainty, casting a long shadow over the venture's sustainability and future viability. The leadership of Shai Agassi emerged as a pivotal element in the venture's trajectory. His vision for a world powered by electric vehicles resonated with a growing audience eager for sustainable alternatives. Agassi, an articulate advocate, captivated investors and stakeholders alike, painting an optimistic picture of a future where electric mobility was both viable and desirable. This approach initially generated significant enthusiasm, drawing attention to the promise of innovative battery swap technology. Confidence surged as initial investments flowed in, creating an illusion of momentum. Meetings filled with discussions of revolutionary progress and transformative change attracted a cadre of like-minded visionaries, all eager to participate in the perceived revolution. As time unfolded, however, the disconnect between aspirations and reality began to surface. The challenges inherent in the technology were exacerbated by external pressures, including competition from established automotive giants who were advancing their own electric initiatives. Agassi's initial zeal faced increasing scrutiny as operational hurdles mounted, leading to dissatisfaction among investors and stakeholders. The once vibrant narrative of electric vehicle advancement turned into a sobering tale of misalignment between vision and execution. Leadership, once a source of hope, now reflected the complexities of navigating an unforgiving market landscape. Each setback further eroded confidence. The business model relied heavily on the establishment of a vast network of battery swapping stations. These locations were intended to serve as convenient access points for drivers, promoting a seamless transition from traditional fuel to electric alternatives. It envisioned a future where users could exchange depleted batteries for fully charged ones in mere minutes. This infrastructure was meant to alleviate the anxiety associated with electric vehicle ownership, a concern that had lingered since the inception of electric mobility. Investment in these stations was substantial. Large sums were allocated to construct and maintain these facilities across targeted regions. The expectation was that a robust network would not only attract early adopters, but also encourage mainstream acceptance of electric vehicles. However, reality diverged sharply from these ambitions. The number of stations fell short of the aggressive expansion plans. Consumer interest waned as the perceived convenience diminished. Reports indicated that many stations were underutilized, illustrating a disconnect between the planned infrastructure and actual demand. Coupled with the rising costs of battery technology, this misalignment further strained financial resources. Sustainability became a distant promise, overshadowed by operational challenges and an inability to scale effectively. As the network crumbled, so too did hopes for a revolutionary shift in the automotive industry, leaving behind remnants of a once promising vision for electric mobility. The first pilot program took shape in Israel, a nation known for its technological innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. This initiative sought to integrate battery switching stations into the existing infrastructure, aiming to provide a seamless transition for electric vehicle users. Initially, excitement surrounded this concept, with local governments and residents hopeful for a cleaner, more sustainable future. The potential for reducing range anxiety and eliminating lengthy charging times formed the backbone of this ambitious endeavor. Test vehicles rolled out onto the streets, showcasing this revolutionary method of energy replenishment. The stations, designed to resemble gas stations, promised efficiency and convenience. Drivers would simply exchange their depleted batteries for fully charged ones in mere minutes. The enthusiasm was palpable, with numerous partnerships established to promote the new technology across various sectors. Yet the reality began to diverge from the initial vision. Participation from consumers remained tepid, and the anticipated user adoption failed to materialize. A combination of factors contributed to this outcome, including limited vehicle models compatible with the system and high operational costs associated with maintaining the network. Gradually, the pilot program's vibrancy dimmed, and the once bustling stations fell into disuse. The landscape shifted, leaving behind a stark reminder of ambition unmet, as dreams of widespread electric mobility became overshadowed by the weight of practical limitations. Collaborations with automotive manufacturers were initially heralded as a promising avenue for growth. Strategic partnerships aimed to integrate innovative battery technology into existing vehicle platforms. These relationships forged with high hopes. This region, once buzzing with optimism, now echoed with the uncertainty of stalled agreements and unmet expectations. Promises of groundbreaking initiatives turned into discussions of feasibility, as manufacturers hesitated to invest resources in an unproven model. The allure of electric mobility was eclipsed by a cautious approach toward technological integration. Plans to create a robust charging infrastructure faltered, revealing a fundamental disconnect between the aspirations of a visionary enterprise and the realities of a conservative automotive industry. The envisioned synergy between Better Place and these established players proved elusive, with each party grappling with their own set of challenges. While prototypes emerged, the transition from concept to execution remained stunted. The gradual realization that the partnership was more aspirational than functional marked a turning point. Over time, it became increasingly clear that the synergy once anticipated would not materialize, leaving behind a legacy of partnerships that had failed to ignite the spark of innovation. The promise of reduced range anxiety for electric vehicle users lingered in the air, a vision of freedom and convenience that seemed tantalizingly close. Initial projections suggested that the deployment of battery swapping stations would eliminate concerns about battery depletion and charging times. This approach aimed to offer users the ability to exchange depleted batteries for fully charged ones in mere minutes, enhancing the allure of electric vehicles. These stations were envisioned as a network of accessible hubs, providing reassurance that long journeys could be undertaken without distress. As the concept gained traction, an optimistic public began to embrace the possibility. Early adopters flocked to the idea, envisioning a future where they would no longer be tethered to charging stations. This optimism was palpable, marked by bold marketing campaigns and enthusiastic endorsements from industry leaders. Yet, the reality proved to be more complex. Technical challenges and high operational costs came to light, gradually dampening enthusiasm. The infrastructure required for widespread implementation remained elusive, as many locations struggled to support the necessary network. With time, the initial excitement waned. Users found themselves confronted with the same limitations they had hoped to transcend. The fading promise of reduced range anxiety reflected a deeper struggle within the industry, a poignant reminder of the gap between aspiration and achievement. Government incentives emerged as a crucial element in promoting electric vehicle adoption, presenting a dichotomy between intention and actual impact. Subsidies and tax credits aimed to lower the financial barriers for consumers, fostering a sense of optimism in this region. They were designed to stimulate demand, encouraging individuals to transition from traditional vehicles to electric alternatives. Yet, the effectiveness of these measures often faltered in execution. Data indicated that while some markets experienced a surge in electric vehicle sales due to favorable policies, others remained stagnant, revealing inconsistencies in regional acceptance. In certain areas, consumers faced limitations in charging infrastructure, negating the benefits of financial incentives. The complexities of local economies and individual preferences played significant roles in the overall response to government initiatives. The presence of these incentives did not guarantee a seamless transition, nor did it shield manufacturers from the challenges inherent in scaling production. As ambition collided with reality, many companies found themselves ill-prepared to meet the sudden influx of demand prompted by these policies. The disconnect between government efforts and market readiness underscored the fragile nature of the electric vehicle ecosystem. Focusing on the technology itself reveals a complex interplay of innovation and practicality. Battery swapping stations were designed to address one of the primary concerns regarding electric vehicles: charging time. Instead of waiting for hours to recharge, these stations offered a solution that involved exchanging a depleted battery for a fully charged one in mere minutes. This concept hinged on a sophisticated infrastructure that required significant investment and coordination. The stations utilized robotic systems capable of swiftly removing and replacing batteries from the vehicles, ensuring minimal downtime for users. These systems were engineered to handle various vehicle models, necessitating compatibility standards that proved challenging to establish. Additionally, the management of battery inventory became a critical concern, as the stations needed to maintain a balanced supply of charged batteries to meet fluctuating demand. Operational efficiency entailed not only the automation of the swapping process, but also the monitoring of battery health and performance. Each battery was equipped with sensors relaying data back to a central system, enabling real-time analysis of the battery's lifespan and charging cycles. This technology, while promising, faced scrutiny regarding its scalability and sustainability. The considerable costs associated with establishing a widespread network weighed heavily against the uncertain market acceptance of electric vehicles. The challenges of building a battery swapping network created insurmountable obstacles. Infrastructure development required extensive investment, both in physical locations and in the technology necessary for seamless operations. Potential partners hesitated, unsure of the long-term viability of the concept. The complexity of standardizing battery packs across various vehicle models added another layer of difficulty. Manufacturers remained reluctant to cede control over their proprietary technologies, leading to fragmented solutions that failed to achieve the necessary scale. Limited consumer acceptance further hindered progress. Many individuals viewed the prospect of battery swapping with skepticism, questioning the reliability of the technology and the convenience compared to traditional charging methods. Concerns about battery ownership and maintenance loomed large, creating a psychological barrier that proved difficult to overcome. In this region, where electric vehicle adoption was still in its infancy, the prevailing infrastructure remained insufficient to support a comprehensive battery swapping system. The perception that such a network might require a radical shift in consumer behavior added to the burden. Early adopters encountered a mixed bag of experiences as they navigated the new electric vehicle battery ecosystem. Initial excitement quickly gave way to frustration when the limitations of charging infrastructure became apparent. Users reported long wait times at charging stations, which were often fewer in number than anticipated. This scarcity contributed to a sense of anxiety, undermining confidence in the concept. Feedback from pilot programs revealed a disconnect between the promise of convenience and the reality of execution. Many users found the battery swapping procedure cumbersome, with some stations lacking essential amenities. The inconsistency in battery availability led to uncertainty, forcing consumers to plan their journeys around the locations of these stations. Complaints regarding the reliability of the technology also surfaced as users faced issues with battery compatibility and performance. In this environment, the allure of a sustainable, hassle-free electric vehicle experience began to fade. Reports of unforeseen costs associated with battery usage further eroded enthusiasm. As the initial user base grappled with these challenges, the envisioned seamless integration of electric vehicles into everyday life remained elusive. The overall sentiment shifted toward skepticism, as early experiences painted a stark picture of the operational hurdles that lay ahead. This feedback, echoing throughout the community of users, underscored the delicate balance between innovation and practicality. Expansion plans were ambitious, targeting markets beyond Israel with a vision of global impact. This initiative aimed to introduce electric vehicle battery swapping technology to countries grappling with urban congestion and pollution. The allure of a clean energy future drew considerable attention from investors and policymakers. Potential markets included densely populated cities in Europe and Asia, where infrastructure challenges presented opportunities for innovative solutions. Strategic partnerships were sought with automobile manufacturers and local governments, fostering an environment where these initiatives could thrive. Extrapolating from initial successes, they projected rapid adoption of this model, envisioning thousands of battery swap stations dotting the landscape. The hope was to replicate the initial success seen in certain regions, where early adopters embraced the concept and its promise of convenience. As expansion efforts unfolded, numerous hurdles began to emerge. Regulatory frameworks varied significantly across different nations, complicating the implementation process. Cultural attitudes towards electric vehicles also presented unforeseen challenges, while competition from established automotive companies intensified. Gradually, the allure of rapid growth began to wane. Market realities clashed with lofty expectations, revealing the complexities inherent in scaling such an innovative idea. The ambitious plans, once a beacon of hope for the future, began to fragment under the weight of these challenges, leaving behind a trail of unfulfilled potential in various international markets. The landscape of electric vehicle development was soon dominated by traditional automakers. Established companies, with their vast resources and existing infrastructure, adapted to the burgeoning demand for electric vehicles. They leveraged decades of experience in manufacturing, supply chain management, and customer relations. This shift allowed them to enter the market with a degree of confidence that Better Place could not muster. Aggressive investments in research and development paved the way for the introduction of competitive electric models. These vehicles often boasted advanced technology, enhanced range, and familiar branding that resonated with consumers. This familiarity provided an appealing alternative to the untested systems proposed by Better Place. The presence of well-known manufacturers gave consumers reassurance, resulting in a gradual shift of interest away from fledgling companies. Additionally, traditional automakers employed extensive marketing strategies, promoting their electric offerings as not only environmentally friendly, but also reliable. This was a crucial factor, as many consumers remained hesitant to transition from conventional vehicles. The competition did not merely thrive, it flourished by harnessing long-standing reputations and established dealer networks. As these giants solidified their hold on the electric vehicle market, the fading company found it increasingly difficult to sustain its vision. The once promising idea became an afterthought, overshadowed by the robust strategies of its competitors. Tesla's entry into the electric vehicle market marked a significant shift in consumer perception and industry standards. This new player introduced not only innovation, but also a streamlined approach to electric mobility that captivated the public's imagination. The company's focus on high-performance vehicles and cutting-edge battery technology set a new benchmark, compelling established manufacturers to rethink their strategies. In this competitive landscape, the fading company struggled to maintain relevance. With a focus on infrastructure for battery swapping, it found itself overshadowed by the allure of Tesla's supercharger network, which provided convenience and accessibility to a burgeoning market. The allure of fast charging stations contrasted sharply with the limitations of battery swapping stations, which faced logistical challenges and declining interest from consumers. This region of the automotive industry saw a rapid growth in demand for electric vehicles. As Tesla expanded its offerings, It attracted a loyal customer base eager for sustainable alternatives. The public's shift in favor of sleek designs and advanced technology left many companies scrambling to catch up, with Better Place unable to pivot effectively. Amidst this tumult, investor confidence waned. Financial backing diminished as stakeholders reevaluated the viability of the fading company. With each passing quarter, the gap widened. Financial troubles began to manifest early in the trajectory of Better Place, signaling a precarious future for the ambitious venture. Initial projections painted a rosy picture of growth, yet the reality unfolded with a stark contrast. Investors, once eager to pour capital into the innovative concept, grew increasingly wary as returns remained elusive. The substantial investments needed for infrastructure proved burdensome, straining financial resources and raising concerns among stakeholders. In this environment of uncertainty, operational costs surged while revenues stagnated, leading to a precarious cash flow situation. Reports of mounting losses became commonplace, accompanied by a series of unfavorable forecasts. The once promising array of partnerships began to fray as key collaborators reassessed their commitments amidst the growing apprehensions surrounding viability. Market competition intensified, with established automotive players advancing their own electric vehicle technologies, leaving Better Place struggling to maintain relevance. Customer adoption rates lagged, further complicating the financial landscape. The ambitious network of battery swapping stations, integral to the company's model, saw limited utilization, exacerbating the financial strain. These early signs of trouble cast long shadows over the company's prospects. Confidence waned, and the fading company faced a crossroads, with each decision weighed against a backdrop of increasing skepticism. In this region, the dream of a sustainable electric future began to dissolve, leaving behind remnants of what could have been. The complexity of battery technology became increasingly evident as challenges emerged in development and production. Various chemistries and designs created a fragmented landscape, complicating efforts to achieve a unified standard. Different manufacturers pursued distinct approaches, leading to inconsistencies in performance and compatibility. This lack of standardization hindered widespread adoption as consumers faced uncertainty regarding which technologies would prevail. Investment in research and development was substantial, yet the returns were often elusive. Innovations promised efficiency and longevity, but breakthroughs proved difficult to translate into commercially viable products. Many companies grappled with the intricacies of supply chains, sourcing materials, and addressing environmental concerns related to battery disposal and recycling. These factors strained financial resources and diverted attention away from scaling production. Market confusion intensified as multiple players entered the field, each marketing their unique solutions without consensus on best practices. Consumers found themselves overwhelmed, caught between competing technologies that failed to deliver on their lofty promises. The absence of universally accepted standards meant that vehicles produced with one battery type often could not interchange with others, further complicating the landscape. As the once promising concept of electric vehicle batteries waned, the industry faced a stark reality. The vision of a seamless, interconnected electrical future slipped further from reach, leaving a lingering question about the path forward. The environmental ramifications of battery production and disposal emerged as significant concerns, overshadowing initial enthusiasm. manufacturing processes, reliant on materials such as lithium and cobalt, demand extensive resource extraction. This region witnessed increased mining activity, leading to habitat destruction and water depletion. Communities near extraction sites faced contamination, raising health concerns and ecological imbalances. In parallel, the disposal of these batteries posed a formidable challenge. As products approached end of life, improper disposal methods led to toxic leaks, further contaminating soil and water. Recycling efforts struggled to keep pace with the rising volume of discarded batteries. Facilities dedicated to reclaiming valuable materials were sparse and often inefficient, resulting in a growing inventory of hazardous waste. Regulatory frameworks lagged behind technological advancements, complicating the landscape. Entities involved faced mounting pressure to address these environmental issues, but the strategies employed often fell short of expectations. Stakeholders grappled with the duality of promoting electric vehicles for their potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions while simultaneously contributing to significant ecological degradation. The contradiction persisted, often leading to public disillusionment. This dichotomy between sustainability aspirations and the realities of battery lifecycle management provoked an ongoing dialogue regarding the true environmental cost of electric vehicle adoption. The vision of a greener future dimmed as the consequences of production and disposal became increasingly apparent. Consumer acceptance played a significant role in shaping the trajectory of this initiative. Initial enthusiasm surrounded the concept of battery swapping, promising convenience and reduced range anxiety. An infrastructure designed to facilitate quick exchanges offered a solution to challenges that plagued electric vehicle users. Yet skepticism lingered. Many questioned the practicality of such a model, considering the logistics required for widespread adoption. The need for standardized batteries across various manufacturers created a hurdle that seemed insurmountable. Trust in the reliability of swapped batteries also proved difficult to establish. A certain segment of consumers remained unconvinced that the quality of a borrowed battery would meet their expectations. Financial implications further complicated matters. The notion of ownership shifted as users pondered whether investing in a vehicle with a battery that could easily be replaced diminished the value of their purchase. As prices fluctuated and concerns about long-term costs emerged, hesitation grew. In regions where the infrastructure was implemented, initial trials revealed mixed results. While some early adopters embraced the concept, significant portions of the market remained hesitant. Surveys indicated that the allure of convenience could not fully overcome the ingrained preference for traditional vehicle ownership models. Perceptions of reliability and autonomy continued to shape attitudes. Marketing strategies and brand positioning played a crucial role in the trajectory of this endeavor. Initially, it presented itself as a revolutionary solution to a pressing environmental concern. The promise of a sustainable future resonated with an audience eager for change. Bold campaigns highlighted the potential of electric vehicles, emphasizing green technology and environmental consciousness. This approach, however, failed to account for underlying consumer hesitations. Messaging that emphasized innovation and a cleaner planet struggled to connect with the practical concerns of potential buyers. Questions surrounding charging infrastructure and the availability of battery replacement loomed large in the public consciousness. It became evident that the strategies employed did not sufficiently address the practicalities of daily usage. Brand positioning sought to establish this venture as a leader in electric mobility. Ambitious partnerships with established automotive manufacturers aimed to lend credibility and attract attention. Yet, the disconnect between lofty aspirations and tangible outcomes created a gap. Promised networks of charging stations often did not materialize, leaving consumers disillusioned. The marketing narrative, once vibrant and hopeful, began to fade as reality set in. The allure of a cleaner future transformed into frustration over basic functionality. With mounting challenges, the carefully crafted image struggled to withstand the weight of unmet expectations. Public perception became increasingly pivotal in the narrative of this fading company. As doubts crept into the minds of consumers and investors alike, the fragile confidence in its vision began to erode. Negative media coverage amplified the skepticism, portraying the venture as emblematic of ambition outstripping reality. This shifting sentiment cast a long shadow over the once enthusiastic reception of electric vehicle technology and its associated battery solutions. The initial enthusiasm surrounding the innovative ideas was gradually replaced by a more cautious approach. Individuals who once eagerly anticipated the advent of a new era in sustainable transportation now question the feasibility of the proposed models. Conversations shifted from excitement about the potential of electric vehicles to discussions of practicality and reliability. In this region, the perception of electric vehicle adoption began to mirror the struggles of the company itself. Investor confidence dwindled as the narrative of progress turned to one of uncertainty. The perceived risks began to outweigh the potential benefits. Promises of a cleaner future became overshadowed by realities of infrastructure challenges and technological limitations. These factors contributed to a decline in market presence, as consumers sought alternatives that appeared more stable and trustworthy. Regulatory hurdles and compliance challenges further complicated the landscape for this faltering venture. The intricate web of laws governing electric vehicles and battery production required meticulous navigation. Each jurisdiction imposed its own set of standards, often resulting in a patchwork of requirements that proved overwhelming. This complexity discouraged potential partnerships and increased operational costs, straining already limited resources. Difficulties in securing necessary permits became commonplace. These delays hindered the ability to launch and expand operations, causing frustration among stakeholders who sought swift progress. The uncertainty surrounding evolving environmental regulations created an atmosphere of apprehension. Compliance demands fluctuated, prompting constant reassessment of business strategies and investments. The company's efforts to demonstrate adherence to safety and environmental standards were often met with skepticism. Despite investing in extensive testing procedures, they struggled to alleviate concerns regarding the longevity and reliability of their technology. This skepticism was exacerbated by media coverage highlighting failures, which further distanced consumers from the brand. Investor confidence eroded as regulatory scrutiny intensified. Timelines for product rollouts elongated, leading to disillusionment among those who had once envisioned a thriving future. The accumulation of these challenges combined to stifle innovation and growth, leaving this once prominent entity grappling with the consequences of a burdensome regulatory environment. A pronounced shift in public perception emerged as media coverage intensified. Articles began to surface dissecting the ambitious plans and operational missteps of this enterprise. Initial enthusiasm, fueled by groundbreaking technology, soon morphed into skepticism. Reports highlighted the stark contrast between lofty promises and the realities of production shortfalls and consumer hesitance. The portrayal in various publications often focused on the growing list of challenges rather than the underlying vision. This narrative, shaped by critical analysis, contributed to a perception of instability. Negative headlines became common, creating an atmosphere of doubt that permeated both investor circles and consumer confidence. With each passing month, the tone of the coverage shifted further. In-depth investigations unveiled operational inefficiencies, prompting discussions about the viability of its business model. The public began to associate this fading company with a series of miscalculations and failures rather than innovation. Diminished visibility in positive narratives further compounded the situation. As excitement waned, potential partners and supporters withdrew, wary of aligning with a brand increasingly seen as faltering. The media's relentless scrutiny not only reflected shortcomings, but also exacerbated them, creating a feedback loop that solidified the declining reputation. The entity's once bright future dimmed under the weight of a relentless spotlight. Investor relations became increasingly strained as communication faltered. Trust eroded, leaving stakeholders uncertain about the entity's direction and viability. Promises made during initial funding rounds began to feel hollow, and the once clear roadmap blurred into ambiguity. This region, once vibrant with optimism, now echoed with the discontent of investors seeking clarity. The absence of transparent reporting compounded the issue. Updates fell into a pattern of vague assurances, which obscured the underlying challenges faced by the company. Financial projections that seemed achievable turned out to be overly optimistic, further alienating those who had placed their faith in the vision. Without adequate insight into operational struggles and market fluctuations, anxiety surged among shareholders. Meetings designed to reassure often led to more questions than answers. Executives, once enthusiastic ambassadors for the electric vehicle battery initiative, appeared increasingly defensive, their confidence waning as setbacks mounted. As inquiries about sustainability and profitability grew more urgent, the diminishing dialogue fostered a sense of isolation. The clarity once expected in these interactions gave way to a fog of uncertainty. This led to a feeling of being adrift, with investors feeling disconnected from the company's journey. Discontent was palpable, and with it, the realization that the foundation of mutual trust had crumbled, leaving behind a fractured relationship that would prove difficult to mend. Strategic partnerships emerged as a potential lifeline, designed to leverage resources and expertise in the pursuit of innovation. Initially, these alliances appeared promising, with various stakeholders eager to collaborate on the vision of a sustainable future. This region became a hub for ambitious projects, each aiming to redefine the electric vehicle landscape. However, the effectiveness of these partnerships waned over time, plagued by misalignment of goals and competing interests. Companies involved struggled to maintain cohesive communication, resulting in fragmented initiatives that lacked a unified direction. Promises made during the inception of these collaborations faded, leaving behind a trail of unmet expectations and disillusionment. Trust, once a cornerstone of these alliances, eroded further as differing priorities took precedence. The setbacks experienced in product development and market deployment only exacerbated the situation, leading to growing unease among stakeholders. In this environment, the initial excitement surrounding the idea of shared innovation turned to skepticism. The narrative shifted from one of collaboration to one characterized by hesitation and doubt. As these strategic partnerships faltered, the impact was felt throughout the entire sector. The vision of an electric vehicle renaissance became overshadowed by the reality of missed opportunities and the slow unraveling of once promising ventures. The grand expectations of a paradigm shift slowly dissolved, revealing the stark limitations of collective ambition. Revenue figures once projected to soar began to falter as consumer interest waned. Initial investments promised substantial returns, driven by a vision of sustainable transportation. However, the reality unfolded differently. Expenses accumulated at an alarming rate, overshadowing the initial financial optimism. Operational costs surged as production faced unforeseen challenges. The intricate supply chain required for battery manufacturing proved cumbersome, leading to heightened expenditures. Research and development, though critical, consumed vast resources with limited tangible outcomes. Many stakeholders observed a widening chasm between income and outgoings, a disheartening trend that became increasingly difficult to ignore. Market saturation played a significant role in this financial downturn. Competitors emerged with more viable solutions, further eroding market share. The initial allure of an innovative electric vehicle battery solution lost its luster amidst rising operational burdens and stagnant sales. Attempts to pivot toward alternative strategies only delayed the inevitable. Each financial quarter revealed a consistent decline in revenue, juxtaposed against mounting costs. Investors grew restless, their confidence shaken by a lack of clear direction. This region of uncertainty shifted from optimism to resignation as the fading company struggled to define its future. The once promising venture became a case study in misaligned expectations and the harsh realities of emerging technologies. The foundation of this venture relied heavily on partnerships with electric utilities. These organizations were expected to play a pivotal role in the infrastructure needed to support an extensive network of battery swapping stations. Collaborations were announced, promising seamless integration of electric vehicle supply with grid capabilities. This expectation, however, underestimated the complexities of utility operations and the regulatory landscape surrounding energy distribution. This region, characterized by its ambitious energy policies, presented an ideal environment for innovation. Yet, the utilities faced constraints that became apparent as this initiative unfolded. Resistance from traditional sectors, alongside bureaucratic hurdles, hindered the establishment of a cooperative framework essential for progress. The anticipated synergy between Better Place and electric utilities faltered, leaving the company without a robust support system. As battery swapping stations were developed, the lack of comprehensive utility backing became increasingly evident. These installations, once envisioned as a cornerstone of the business model, stood disconnected from the grid, resulting in operational inefficiencies. The promise of quick battery exchanges, heralded as a solution to range anxiety, became overshadowed by logistical challenges. The inability to secure stable agreements with electric utilities. The importance of charging infrastructure in electric vehicle adoption cannot be overstated. A robust network of charging stations serves as a crucial backbone for any successful electric vehicle ecosystem. Without this essential component, potential users often hesitate, fearing the limitations of range and accessibility. In regions where charging options are sparse, the allure of electric vehicles diminishes. This absence contributes to a cycle of uncertainty and skepticism surrounding electric mobility. Investment in charging infrastructure is often considered a long-term commitment, requiring significant financial resources and coordinated efforts among various stakeholders. Urban areas with their higher population density necessitate a greater number of charging points to accommodate the growing demand. Conversely, rural locations face unique challenges, where distance between charging stations can deter potential users. These gaps in infrastructure can lead to a fragmented experience for consumers, fostering anxiety about battery life during travel. The promise of convenience and availability remains unfulfilled, hindering widespread acceptance. Additionally, the reliability of charging stations becomes a pivotal factor in consumer decision-making. Frequent outages or inadequate charging speeds further erode trust in the technology. Faltering trust in the technology prompted competitors to reassess their own strategies. Established automotive manufacturers began to recalibrate their electric vehicle offerings, emphasizing battery performance and reliability. They recognized the importance of consumer confidence, launching initiatives to enhance their own charging infrastructure. This region witnessed a surge in investments aimed at creating robust networks that could prevent the shortcomings observed in Better Places' approach. Innovation took on a new urgency as rival companies accelerated their research and development efforts. They explored alternative battery technologies and improved energy densities, striving to outpace the now flagging initiatives of Better Place. These advancements shifted the market landscape, offering consumers a broader array of reliable options. Critics of Better Places' ideas pointed out the need for sustainable business practices in the rapidly evolving electric vehicle sector. Competitors adopted a more holistic approach, integrating renewable energy sources to power their charging stations. This pivot not only addressed environmental concerns, but also aligned with consumer expectations for greener solutions. The decline of Better Place served as a cautionary tale, illuminating the perils of overpromising and underdelivering. Market dynamics shifted dramatically, leaving it increasingly isolated amidst a growing tide of innovation and consumer demand for practical electric vehicle solutions. The once promising venture faded into obscurity, overtaken by a new era of electric mobility. Declining interest from investors and financial backers marked a significant turning point for this fading company. Initial enthusiasm, characterized by an influx of capital, waned as uncertainties surrounding the viability of the battery swap model became apparent. Many backers, drawn in by the allure of innovation, began to reassess their commitments. The once crowded boardrooms, filled with optimism, transformed into spaces of quiet contemplation and disengagement. Conversations grew subdued, punctuated by hesitance and doubt. Financial reports that once projected exponential growth now painted a grim picture. Investors, scrutinizing the mounting losses, became increasingly reluctant to allocate additional resources. Promised partnerships faltered, leaving a void that only deepened the company's struggles. This disconnection from the financial community mirrored a broader skepticism regarding electric vehicle infrastructure. The dream of a seamless battery exchange network, once envisioned as a revolutionary breakthrough, now appeared fraught with logistical challenges. The infrastructure required to support such a vision seemed insurmountable as competing technologies gained traction. The dwindling enthusiasm culminated in a series of missed funding rounds, further isolating the venture. Each setback served as a reminder of the volatility inherent in pioneering endeavors. The landscape shifted dramatically, leaving this once promising company to navigate the consequences of investor disillusionment. The shift in consumer preferences towards traditional charging created a substantial challenge. This inclination towards established methods underscored a growing skepticism regarding innovative alternatives. Many individuals sought the familiarity and convenience of conventional electric vehicle infrastructure rather than adopting unproven technology. This region witnessed a gradual erosion of confidence as potential customers favored the reliability of existing charging stations over the promise of new solutions. Simultaneously, a sense of urgency enveloped the market. Competitive forces intensified, pushing more established manufacturers to enhance their electric vehicle offerings. These companies, equipped with extensive research and development resources, capitalized on consumer desires for practicality. They swiftly integrated traditional charging systems, appealing to a demographic wary of change. As this occurred, the fading company struggled to maintain its foothold. Market analysts noted the ramifications of these shifting tides. The demand for rapid, accessible charging options became evident as consumers prioritized convenience over the novelty of alternative models. Stakeholders observed the consequences, witnessing a decline in sales and an increasing number of unsold vehicles. Financial reports reflected this downturn. The once promising vision of an innovative battery system began to dissipate, overshadowed by the burgeoning success of conventional charging networks. The echoes of ambition faded, illustrating the fragile nature of market aspirations. The landscape surrounding electric vehicles has been shaped by fluctuating economic factors that contributed to its decline. Consumer confidence became increasingly volatile, influenced by rising fuel prices and economic uncertainty. This instability led potential buyers to hesitate, weighing the costs of new technologies against the reliability of traditional vehicles. The initial allure of electric vehicles diminished as production costs surged, driven by the demand for rare materials essential to battery manufacturing. The industry grappled with supply chain disruptions that further inflated prices. Competitors, capitalizing on these vulnerabilities, offered more affordable alternatives, eroding market share. Government incentives, once a beacon of support, became inconsistent. Legislative shifts created confusion and uncertainty, impacting investment decisions. Tax credits and subsidies that once encouraged adoption faded, leaving consumers skeptical of a long-term commitment to electric mobility. Infrastructure development lagged significantly, with charging stations remaining scarce in critical regions. This deficiency rendered electric vehicles less practical for many, exacerbating the disconnect between innovative potential and everyday utility. The combination of high costs, wavering consumer interest, and inadequate infrastructure laid bare the challenges faced by this once promising sector. The optimistic projections of market growth now serve as a reminder of the delicate interplay between aspiration and economic reality, highlighting the complexities inherent in pioneering technological advancements. Fluctuating oil prices significantly influenced consumer behavior and sentiment toward electric vehicles. Initially heralded as a sustainable alternative to traditional fossil fuels, the allure of electric vehicles diminished when oil prices fell. This region witnessed a substantial shift in purchasing preferences as the cost of gasoline became more favorable. Consumers, motivated by the lower expense of maintaining gasoline-powered vehicles, often turned away from electric options. In this context, the economic viability of electric vehicles relied heavily on the price of oil. Market studies indicated that demand for electric vehicles surged during periods of high oil prices, as financial pressures encouraged consumers to explore alternatives. Conversely, as oil prices stabilized or declined, the momentum behind electric vehicles waned. Manufacturers faced the challenge of maintaining production levels amidst fluctuating demand. The relationship between oil prices and electric vehicle sales became increasingly apparent. It was not merely a matter of consumer choice, but also an indication of broader economic trends. The fading company struggled to navigate this volatile landscape, where external factors dictated market receptivity. Investment in infrastructure and technology developments required a steadfast consumer base, which was inconsistent due to the unpredictable nature of oil pricing. As a result, the once promising trajectory of electric vehicles faced an uncertain future, overshadowed by the global oil market's whims. Cost-cutting measures began to emerge as the financial strain deepened. Leadership identified various areas where expenses could be trimmed without compromising the core mission. This included laying off employees, a painful but necessary step to stabilize operational costs. The workforce, once a vibrant community, dwindled, leaving behind echoes of ambition and innovation. The focus shifted towards streamlining supply chains. Negotiations with suppliers became increasingly aggressive, each party aware of the precarious nature of the situation. In some instances, this led to strained relationships, as Better Place sought to reduce expenditures at all costs. Quality often took a backseat, the urgency of survival overshadowing the initial commitment to excellence. Marketing budgets faced significant reductions, with once grand campaigns replaced by minimalistic outreach. The company's message, once bold and confident, became subdued, struggling to capture consumer interest in a market filled with skepticism. The diminishing presence at trade shows and events left an empty space where innovation used to thrive. Financial oversight increased, with tighter controls on spending. Every dollar was scrutinized, yet this often resulted in missed opportunities for strategic investments. The vibrant vision that had once propelled Better Place slowly shifted, replaced by a relentless focus on survival in a landscape that felt increasingly inhospitable. The atmosphere turned somber as the reality of the situation settled in. Management decisions played a pivotal role in the unfolding decline of this once promising venture. Executives, tasked with steering the company towards success, often opted for ambitious strategies that lacked grounding in market realities. This region, characterized by high expectations and fervent optimism, became a breeding ground for decisions that would. The leadership's vision for a radical shift towards electric vehicles was commendable, yet it was marred by an underestimation of consumer appetite and infrastructural readiness. They embraced a rapid expansion, believing that the sheer push for electric vehicle adoption could reshape the automotive landscape. This optimism blinded them to the gradual pace of change within consumer behavior and technology adoption cycles. Financial miscalculations also emerged, revealing a disconnect between projected revenue and operational costs. Investment in production facilities and technology outpaced actual demand, leading to financial strain. These choices culminated in unsustainable expenditures, eroding investor confidence. A lack of adaptability in response to emerging competition further exacerbated their struggles. New players swiftly captured market share with innovative solutions, while existing management remained tethered to outdated strategies. This stagnation rendered it unable to pivot effectively in a rapidly shifting landscape. As the company faced mounting challenges, the consequences of these managerial errors became increasingly evident, sealing its fate. Customer retention strategies were initially seen as a vital component of the company's long-term vision. Various initiatives were implemented to foster loyalty and encourage repeat engagement. Incentives, including subscription models and loyalty programs, aimed to create a dedicated consumer base. Yet these efforts fell short of their intended impact. The allure of electric vehicles diminished in the face of competitors who provided more reliable alternatives. Engagement with customers was sporadic, and the once promising relationship began to erode. Feedback mechanisms designed to gather insights often went unutilized, leaving the organization disconnected from the needs and desires of its clientele. The failure to adapt the offerings based on consumer input resulted in a growing chasm between expectations and reality. The marketing department struggled to convey the unique value proposition of the service. Brand messaging became muddled, contributing to confusion among potential customers. As word of mouth turned from favorable to critical, a slow decline in trust compounded the difficulties faced by the fading company. The inability to effectively communicate with a target audience led to a loss of market share. Competitors capitalized on these weaknesses, offering more attractive solutions. The strategies once thought to be a lifeline faltered under the weight of poor market timing and forecasting. Initial projections painted a picture of soaring demand for electric vehicles, yet reality soon unveiled a landscape marred by skepticism and infrastructural challenges. Early enthusiasm waned as consumers hesitated, caught between the allure of innovation and the practicalities of daily life. Forecasting models reliant on optimistic assumptions failed to account for the complexities of consumer behavior and the slow evolution of charging infrastructure. Many potential buyers grappled with concerns over battery longevity, range anxiety, and the availability of charging stations. This region, once envisioned as a hub for electric vehicle adoption, became a cautionary tale of overconfidence. Investments poured into production capabilities, yet the market's sluggish response rendered these efforts ineffective. Exuberant projections clashed with the unyielding pace of technological acceptance, leading to a misalignment between supply and demand. The company found itself with an oversupply of vehicles and the realization that the anticipated market was not materializing. The financial implications were dire, as dwindling sales translated into mounting losses. This disconnect between ambition and reality underscored a fundamental flaw in their strategic approach, sealing the fate of the enterprise. In the end, visions of a greener future turned into echoes of missed opportunities, lingering in the shadows of corporate history. These shadows were not cast solely by internal missteps. External economic conditions played a significant role in shaping the trajectory of this venture. Fluctuating oil prices, for instance, created an unpredictable market environment. At times, rising fossil fuel costs fueled interest in alternative energy sources, yet these spikes were often short-lived, leading to abrupt shifts in consumer behavior. The emergence of competitors further complicated matters. Established automotive manufacturers began to invest heavily in their own electric vehicle technologies, while startups flooded the market with innovative concepts. This saturation strained resources and diverted attention from the initial vision, leaving limited space for any singular approach to thrive. Government incentives intended to bolster electric vehicle adoption sometimes created an unstable patchwork of regulations. In some regions, tax credits and subsidies provided a temporary boost, yet in others, sudden policy reversals stifled growth. The unpredictability of these policies fostered an environment of uncertainty. As the company grappled with these external pressures, operational challenges intensified. Production costs escalated, and supply chain vulnerabilities became more pronounced. Their ambitious plans for infrastructure development faltered under the weight of economic realities, leading to delays and mismanagement began to erode public confidence in the initiative. Investors grew wary, a palpable unease settling over the once promising venture. Key partnerships with automotive manufacturers waned, leaving a void in strategic alliances that were essential for growth. As production ramped up, the lack of a reliable distribution network became evident. It exposed significant vulnerabilities in their supply chain, placing additional strain on resources. The infrastructure was meant to support a vision of urban mobility that now appeared increasingly out of reach. In these final years, attempts to pivot towards alternative business models proved insufficient. Financial reports reflected losses that compounded year after year, signaling a decline that became impossible to ignore. Employees watched as layoffs began to accumulate, a stark indicator of the company's dwindling prospects. Discontent among stakeholders escalated, leading to internal strife. Meetings once filled with optimism turned into discussions of survival. The external market dynamics shifted, with competition from established automotive giants reinforcing the perception of fragility. By the time the company declared bankruptcy, it had become a case study in ambitious innovation outpaced by operational realities. The vision of a sustainable electric future lay in ruins, overshadowed by a cautionary tale of overreach and miscalculation. The fading company left behind not just assets, but a haunting reminder of aspirations unmet. The bankruptcy filing marked a definitive end to ambitions that once promised a revolution in transportation. Financial mismanagement intertwined with an unrealistic growth strategy contributed heavily to this decline. Investors, initially captivated by the vision of a sustainable future, withdrew as manufacturing delays and rising costs painted a stark picture of disarray. This instability was compounded by a market that was not yet ready to embrace the envisioned electric vehicle ecosystem. The implications of this decision rippled through the industry. Suppliers faced immediate disruptions, their orders dwindling as the company's operations faltered. Employees found themselves in a state of uncertainty, their hopes for innovation replaced by the bleakness of unemployment. The local economy, once buoyed by the promise of new jobs and technological advancements, now grappled with the fallout of a failed venture. Competitors observed with cautious interest, analyzing the missteps that led to this downfall. Lessons emerged about the necessity of aligning technological innovation with market readiness and the importance of sustainable financial practices. This region, a once vibrant hub for clean energy initiatives, became a somber landscape of abandoned projects and lost potential. In the wake of bankruptcy, the narrative shifted. What began as a bold experiment in electric mobility became a case study in the unpredictability of market dynamics and the fragile nature of ambitious enterprises. The aftermath unfolded with a somber inevitability as liquidation proceedings commenced. The once promising venture found itself amidst a landscape of dwindling assets and unresolved debts. The facilities, once bustling with activity, now stood silent, echoing the ambitions that had once thrived within their walls. Equipment designed for innovation was methodically cataloged for sale, each item representing a fragment of aspiration unfulfilled. Auctioneers moved through the space, assessing the worth of machinery that had become relics of a failed vision. Lithium-ion batteries, once viewed as the cornerstone of a sustainable future, were now liabilities, their potential overshadowed by the weight of financial obligations. Buyers emerged, primarily scavengers of technology, seeking to reclaim value from what remained. The art of salvage became a necessity as the once promising company unraveled. Employees left in the wake of this disintegration faced uncertainty. Many sought new opportunities in a market that had shifted dramatically. The energy sector, once a realm of optimism, now bore the scars of this venture's collapse. It is a stark reminder of the volatile landscape that can dismantle even the most promising innovations. These ruins embody the lessons learned, a somber reflection on ambition as it intersects with reality, leaving behind a legacy that whispers of what might have been. The ambitious model developed by Better Place sought to revolutionize the electric vehicle industry through a network of battery swapping stations. This infrastructure aimed to alleviate consumer anxiety regarding battery range and charging times. The initial promise of convenience and sustainability drew attention and investment, sparking curiosity about the future of transportation. Operational challenges began to surface as the ambitious vision clashed with practical realities. High costs associated with establishing and maintaining a vast network of battery stations proved unsustainable. Limited consumer adoption hindered the momentum needed for success. The company underestimated the inherent complexities of consumer behavior and market readiness for such an innovative approach. The lack of collaboration with established automotive manufacturers further complicated the landscape. Partnerships that could have bolstered credibility and expanded reach remained elusive. As a result, the business model became increasingly isolated, lacking the necessary support to thrive in a competitive environment. Lessons regarding scalability emerged as critical insights. The inability to effectively communicate value to potential customers contributed to its decline. The electric vehicle market began to evolve following the collapse of the fading company. Competitors recognized the need for more robust strategies to connect with consumers. This region saw a shift in focus toward enhancing charging infrastructure and improving battery technology, as stakeholders sought to address the limitations that had plagued earlier efforts. The emergence of new players in the industry highlighted a growing understanding of consumer preferences, marked by a demand for practicality and reliability. Technological advancements became paramount, with significant investments directed towards research and development. Companies initiated partnerships aimed at creating more efficient batteries, striving for longer ranges and shorter charging times. The competitive landscape shifted, resulting in a clearer vision of the future of electric mobility. Established automakers began to pivot, incorporating electric options into their lineups, while startup companies emerged, driven by a fresh wave of innovation. Consumer education gained traction, with marketing efforts focused on the benefits of electric vehicles, including sustainability and cost savings over time. This newfound approach sought to establish trust and clarity in an otherwise uncertain market. The landscape gradually transformed. As the echoes of better places, failures served as a cautionary tale. The electric vehicle market continued to grow, shaped by lessons learned and an evolving understanding of the complexities of consumer needs. Innovations in battery technologies have emerged as pivotal to the future of electric vehicles, reflecting a landscape marked by ambition and the pursuit of efficiency. Research institutions and corporations are diligently exploring solid-state batteries, which promise enhanced safety and energy density. This region has become a hub for development, with collaborations between startups and established automotive giants seeking to transform theoretical breakthroughs into market-ready solutions. Lithium-sulfur batteries are also gaining traction, offering the potential for significantly higher capacities than traditional lithium-ion counterparts. These advancements could address the limitations that have previously hindered widespread adoption. The exploration of alternative materials, such as sodium and magnesium, signals a shift towards more sustainable and abundant resources, reducing dependency on finite lithium supplies. Simultaneously, improvements in battery recycling processes are being prioritized. They aim to reclaim valuable materials while minimizing environmental impact, presenting a crucial step toward a circular economy for electric vehicle batteries. Enhanced energy management systems are emerging, enabling better integration of batteries with renewable energy sources and grid systems, thus optimizing usage and efficiency. As advancements continue, the landscape of battery technologies remains dynamic. It holds the promise of not only reshaping electric vehicles, but also transforming energy consumption patterns across various sectors. The future unfolds with the potential for unprecedented innovations that could redefine how society interacts with energy. The evolution of electric vehicle infrastructure reveals a landscape marked by ambition and gradual realization. Initial efforts focused on developing charging stations, which began to emerge in urban centers, signaling a shift toward a more sustainable future. This region once buzzed with optimism, as companies sought to create networks that would support the burgeoning electric vehicle market. Investments poured in, driven by a collective desire to reduce dependence on fossil fuels and embrace cleaner alternatives. In the early years, many anticipated a swift transition. They envisioned a world where electric vehicles would dominate the roads, powered by an extensive network of accessible charging points. Yet, the infrastructure often lagged behind the vehicles themselves, creating gaps that hindered widespread adoption. Limited charging capabilities, coupled with concerns about range and battery life, contributed to a hesitance among consumers. The fading company struggled to maintain its footing amidst these challenges. Stakeholders grew increasingly wary, questioning the viability of initiatives that promised more than they could deliver. The ambitious vision clashed with the reality of slow implementation and financial constraints. Over time, the infrastructure became a symbol of unrealized potential, a reminder of a moment when aspirations outpaced practical solutions. This quiet decline underscored the complexities inherent in transforming established industries toward new paradigms. Consumer expectations shifted dramatically during the rise of electric vehicle technology. Initial enthusiasm surrounded the promise of a sustainable future, yet as time progressed, the reality of practicality began to overshadow idealism. The desire for longer-lasting batteries and efficient charging solutions became paramount. It became evident that consumers sought reliability and convenience, features that were not fully realized in early electric vehicles. Changing market dynamics further complicated these aspirations. Competitors emerged, offering improved alternatives and more refined technologies. In this evolving landscape, newer players in the electric vehicle industry began to capture consumer attention with innovations that better met demands. Established manufacturers, under pressure to adapt, found themselves racing against time to enhance their offerings. The once clear advantage of a pioneering concept began to blur amidst the surge of advancements from rivals. Investor patience dwindled in response to these shifting tides. As the promise of a revolutionary battery technology became entangled with operational challenges, confidence eroded. The initial vision, once seen as a catalyst for change, morphed into a burden. This transformation highlighted the fragility of ambition in the face of market realities. A once thriving initiative gradually faded, marking a poignant chapter in the narrative of technological evolution, where expectations often clash with tangible outcomes. Government policy played a pivotal role in shaping the trajectory of the electric vehicle landscape. Incentives and subsidies were introduced to encourage consumer adoption, yet these measures were inconsistently applied, leading to confusion among potential buyers. This inconsistency manifested in fluctuating tax breaks that at times seemed to entice the public, but in this environment, regulations intended to foster innovation sometimes stifled it, imposing stringent requirements that proved burdensome for emerging companies. The pressure to comply with ever-changing standards created a barrier for many, restricting their ability to adapt quickly to market demands. Established players thrived in this climate, leveraging their resources to navigate regulatory complexities, while smaller ventures struggled to keep pace. Efforts to develop infrastructure, such as charging stations, often lagged behind advancements in vehicle technology. This imbalance left consumers wary, as the lack of accessible charging options dimmed the allure of electric vehicles. The entangled relationship between policy and the industry underscored the challenges faced by those who sought to revolutionize transportation. While some initiatives held promise, the broader implications of regulatory frameworks revealed a landscape fraught with uncertainty. The vision of a sustainable future, once vibrant, flickered as conflicting interests and inadequate support systems hindered progress. The consequences of these dynamics continue to echo within the remnants of the initiative. The rise of alternative charging solutions and technologies marked a significant shift in the landscape of electric vehicle infrastructure. A focus on innovation saw the emergence of diverse charging methodologies, which began to capture the interest of consumers and investors alike. These advancements offered a broader range of options, catering to various needs and preferences, thus challenging earlier models that had become rigid and unyielding. In the face of these new developments, it became increasingly clear that flexibility was paramount. Wireless charging systems, for instance, presented an appealing concept that eliminated the need for physical connections, allowing for seamless energy transfer while vehicles remained stationary. This technology attracted attention not only for its convenience, but also for its potential to streamline the overall charging experience. Battery swapping stations also gained traction, enabling quick exchanges of depleted batteries for fully charged ones. This method reduced downtime and alleviated range anxiety, a significant concern for potential electric vehicle owners. With these alternatives gaining momentum, the once prominent players in the market faced mounting pressure to adapt or risk obsolescence. Innovation spread rapidly through the industry, leading to the development of ultra-fast charging stations. These installations began to transform the way energy was accessed, offering rapid recharging capabilities that further enhanced the appeal of electric vehicles, leaving behind a fading narrative of earlier struggles. The fading company encountered challenges that echoed the struggles faced by other ambitious ventures in the electric vehicle sector. Overextension marked its trajectory. It sought to revolutionize not merely a product, but an entire ecosystem. This approach mirrored the experience of several failed business models, which often overestimated market readiness and underestimated the complexities of consumer behavior. Like Webvan, which attempted to reshape grocery delivery with unsustainable logistics, Better Place miscalculated the demand for battery swapping stations. The infrastructure required was vast and expensive, yet adoption remained tepid, comparable to Petscom, which invested heavily in marketing yet could not achieve customer loyalty. It too struggled to convince consumers of its vision. The stark reality of production and service costs became apparent. This region, once envisioned as a hub of innovation, gradually transformed into a landscape of abandoned stations and quiet disillusionment. Similar to the decline of the once promising Blockbuster, which failed to adapt to the digital age, Better Place found itself outpaced by technological advancements and shifting consumer preferences. A fundamental shift began to unfold, emphasizing the need for sustainability within future business models. The landscape of corporate responsibility evolved as stakeholders increasingly demanded alignment with environmental values. Success became intertwined with the ability to innovate sustainably, moving beyond traditional profit-driven motives. In this region, companies that disregarded ecological considerations faced mounting pressure, while those embracing sustainable practices garnered loyalty and trust from consumers. This transformation was not merely reactive, it was proactive, driven by a growing awareness of climate change and resource depletion. The emergence of renewable energy sources revealed a pathway for businesses to thrive while contributing positively to the planet. The integration of sustainability into core operations became a hallmark of resilience. It offered not just a competitive edge, but also a moral imperative for future generations. In the wake of Better Place's decline, other entities began to recognize the importance of adapting their models to incorporate sustainable solutions. This recognition sparked innovation in electric vehicle technology, battery recycling, and energy-efficient production methods. It highlighted a crucial juncture in corporate evolution, where prosperity hinged on environmental stewardship. The fading company's story served as a cautionary tale, illustrating that neglecting sustainability could lead to obsolescence in an increasingly conscientious marketplace. Influence lingered in the industry, a subtle reminder of Better Place's ambitious vision. The initiative to create a network of battery swapping stations, once seen as innovative, sparked discussions that would permeate future electric vehicle developments. Although innovations inspired by its trajectory began to surface as companies sought to enhance charging infrastructure and battery technology, electric vehicle manufacturers started prioritizing customer convenience, understanding the need for rapid and efficient charging solutions. This shift reflected a growing awareness of consumer expectations in a market that demanded both practicality and sustainability. Collaborative efforts emerged in this evolving landscape. Partnerships between automakers and energy providers became more common, aiming to create a cohesive ecosystem for electric mobility. Research into battery longevity and recycling accelerated, fueled in part by the lessons learned from Better Place's missteps. Regulatory bodies, too, began to take notice, enacting policies that encouraged investment in cleaner technologies. This environment fostered a renewed commitment to environmental stewardship and innovation. Legacy became defined not solely by failure, but as a catalyst for necessary change. The echoes of Better Place's mission resonated, guiding the next generation of electric vehicle initiatives toward a more sustainable and thoughtful future. Startups emerged as critical players in shaping the electric vehicle sector, often fueled by the necessity to innovate and adapt. This region became a fertile ground for fresh ideas, where small teams harnessed creativity to address the challenges left by larger, established corporations. They offered agile solutions, often pivoting quickly in response to market demands and technological advancements. These entities thrived on the edges of convention, exploring new battery technologies, charging infrastructure, and energy management systems. Each venture pushed the boundaries of what was possible, driven by a relentless pursuit of efficiency and sustainability. It was not uncommon to witness unconventional partnerships, where automotive expertise merged with software innovation, creating unique offerings that appealed to environmentally conscious consumers. Investors recognized this potential, directing funds toward promising startups, thus accelerating their growth. The influx of capital facilitated groundbreaking research, enabling the development of lighter batteries with longer ranges, which became vital to the industry's evolution. These undertakings painted a picture of resilience, demonstrating that small-scale operations could indeed challenge the status quo. The gradual rise of startups illustrated the importance of fostering innovation as they navigated complex regulatory landscapes and consumer expectations. This dynamic contributed significantly to the overall transformation of the electric vehicle landscape, setting the stage for a more sustainable automotive future. Consumer education and awareness emerged as pivotal elements influencing the acceptance of electric vehicles. A complex interplay of information and misinformation characterized the landscape. Many potential buyers grappled with uncertainties surrounding battery technology, range anxiety, and charging infrastructure. The nuances of electric vehicle ownership required a level of understanding that often eluded the average consumer. These challenges were exacerbated by the fragmented nature of the market, with various manufacturers offering differing technologies and capabilities. This inconsistency led to confusion, which stifled enthusiasm and delayed decision-making. many prospective owners found themselves overwhelmed by the plethora of choices, each claiming superiority without a clear understanding of their practical implications. Communities began to respond to these issues through local initiatives aimed at promoting electric vehicle literacy. Educational programs arose, focusing on the environmental benefits, cost savings, and advancements in battery technology. These efforts sought to demystify the electric vehicle experience, encouraging informed discussions around their performance and sustainability. Despite these initiatives, the slow pace of widespread adoption remained evident. Entrenched perceptions of traditional vehicles continued to dominate the consumer mindset, making the transition to electric options a gradual process. The lingering skepticism underscored the necessity for persistent outreach, aiming to bridge the information gap and foster a more profound understanding of this evolving automotive frontier. This evolving automotive frontier faced significant psychological barriers that hindered widespread acceptance of battery swapping. Consumers exhibited an intrinsic reluctance to embrace unfamiliar technology, particularly in an industry long rooted in traditional refueling practices. The notion of relinquishing ownership of a critical component, the battery, fostered unease, creating doubt regarding reliability and performance. Trust played a pivotal role. Many potential users questioned the maintenance and quality of batteries exchanged in automated systems. Skepticism about the integrity of these batteries loomed large, leading to fears of subpar replacements. Concerns about the efficacy of battery performance after numerous swaps compounded these doubts, stifling enthusiasm for the innovative approach. Perceptions surrounding convenience also surfaced. The simplicity of conventional refueling remained deeply ingrained, with the notion of waiting in line for battery swaps contrasted against the immediacy of gasoline. This perceived inconvenience overshadowed the potential benefits offered by faster, more efficient energy transitions. Cultural attitudes further complicated acceptance. In regions where personal vehicle ownership was synonymous with individual identity, the idea of sharing a battery clashed with long-standing values. This ambivalence toward communal resources in the automotive paradigm reflected broader societal tendencies toward ownership and possession. Collectively, these psychological barriers created a formidable landscape for battery swapping, impeding the evolution of this nascent automotive solution. Consumer interaction with electric vehicle technologies revealed a paramount aspect of user experience. Comfort, convenience, and familiarity were critical, influencing acceptance in a market already rife with skepticism. The introduction of an innovative battery swapping system was met with a cautious eye, as potential users weighed the practicality against traditional refueling methods. Difficulties in adapting to unfamiliar processes led to hesitation. Notably, the perceived complexity of battery swapping stations contrasted sharply with the simplicity of existing charging practices. Individuals desired seamless integration into their daily routines, a factor that this emerging solution struggled to provide. The infrastructure required for reliable and widespread battery swapping was another hurdle. The limited number of stations created anxiety around accessibility, hindering the perceived viability of such an alternative. Without a robust network, users found it challenging to envision a future where battery swapping became a standard practice. In this landscape, the emotional connection to vehicles played a crucial role. The bond between a driver and their car often encompassed personal identity and lifestyle, disrupting that relationship through a novel approach to energy consumption faced significant resistance. Investor sentiment began to shift as the ambitious plans of this fading company unraveled. Initial enthusiasm surrounding the innovative battery swap model gradually transformed into skepticism. The allure of a cleaner future, once a driving force, faltered under the weight of practical challenges. Questions emerged about the viability of the infrastructure required to support such a bold vision. As the ambitious goals of Better Place became increasingly unattainable, the financial community reassessed its confidence. Investors, who had once eagerly anticipated exponential growth in electric vehicle adoption, began to grapple with the implications of this failure. The anticipated return on investment diminished, leading to a cautious atmosphere in the market. This region, once a promising hub for electric vehicle innovation, now bore the mark of disappointment. The fallout permeated discussions among venture capitalists and institutional investors alike. The ripple effects of this endeavor served as a cautionary tale, creating a lingering hesitance to engage in future electric vehicle ventures. Trust in similar initiatives waned, as the once clear path to sustainable transportation became obscured by the specter of financial loss. The drive for transformative change receded, replaced by a more cautious, risk-averse approach to investment in emerging technologies. In the wake of Better Place's decline, a new reality emerged, shifting the landscape of investor confidence in the electric vehicle sector. Public relations strategies underwent a significant transformation following the decline of Better Place. The electric vehicle industry, once buoyed by the promise of innovation and sustainability, now faced skepticism from consumers and investors alike. Companies began to recalibrate their messaging, emphasizing transparency and reliability over ambitious projections. Efforts were made to rebuild trust by highlighting achievements, no matter how incremental, in technology and infrastructure development. This region, once characterized by grandiose announcements and bold visions, saw a shift toward more pragmatic communication. Executives adopted a tone of caution, acknowledging the challenges that lay ahead while focusing on the tangible benefits of electric vehicles. The narrative shifted from an idealistic dream to a grounded reality, emphasizing gradual improvements in battery life and charging capabilities. Ad campaigns leaned heavily on testimonials from satisfied customers, showcasing real-world experiences instead of theoretical benefits. These modified strategies aimed to reassure a wary public, stressing that the industry was learning from past missteps. Engagement with stakeholders became more meaningful, with companies hosting open forums and discussions to address concerns directly. This subtle yet profound change in public relations reflected a broader understanding of the market's sentiment. With every cautious step forward, the fading company sought to redefine itself, moving away from the shadow of failure toward a more sustainable path forward. The global landscape of electric vehicle adoption began to shift dramatically after 2013. A growing public awareness of environmental issues spurred interest in sustainable transportation options. Governments worldwide enacted incentives for electric vehicle purchases, promoting a greener future. This environment fostered innovation within the automotive industry, as established manufacturers and startups alike rushed to develop electric models and battery technologies. With increased investment, production costs for electric vehicles began to decline, making them more accessible to the average consumer. Automakers expanded their offerings, from compact cars to larger SUVs, accommodating a wider range of preferences. This diversification attracted a new demographic of buyers who were not solely driven by environmental concerns, but also by the allure of advanced technology and performance. Charging infrastructure saw significant advancements, alleviating consumer anxieties regarding battery range and availability. Urban areas witnessed the installation of fast charging stations, integrating electric vehicles more seamlessly into daily life. The rise of ride-sharing services further contributed to electric vehicle penetration, providing an alternative mobility solution that emphasized efficiency. In this evolving landscape, the fading company struggled to maintain relevance. Despite its vision, it became increasingly overshadowed by competitors who embraced the momentum of electric vehicle adoption. The gap between aspiration and reality widened, revealing the challenges that lay ahead in an ever-changing market. Proponents of battery swapping technology highlighted its potential to alleviate range anxiety and reduce charging times, offering a seemingly elegant solution to the limitations of traditional electric vehicle infrastructure. This approach promised convenience, as drivers could exchange depleted batteries for fully charged ones in a matter of minutes, fostering a seamless ownership experience. In regions where charging infrastructure was sparse, it appeared to be a beacon of hope, aiming to accelerate widespread adoption of electric vehicles. Despite its initial allure, significant challenges undermined the feasibility of this model. The investment required to establish a network of battery swapping stations proved daunting. These infrastructures necessitated not only substantial capital outlay, but also coordination with local governments and stakeholders, complicating deployment. Additionally, concerns arose regarding standardization. Without a common battery design, the viability of a universal swapping system remained in question. Market forces presented further obstacles. The rapid evolution of battery technology suggested that investments in fixed assets could quickly become obsolete. Consumers, wary of committing to a system that might not adapt to future advancements, exhibited hesitance. This hesitation echoed within the industry, as traditional manufacturers remained reluctant to pivot from established charging practices. These factors coalesced. The technological advances following the decline of this initiative emerged quietly in the shadows left behind. Innovative companies began to rethink battery technology, exploring alternatives that Better Place had not fully considered. The shift towards lithium-ion batteries became more pronounced as research into energy density and efficiency gained momentum. These developments attracted significant investment, pushing the boundaries of what was previously thought possible. Charging infrastructure, once a hurdle for electric vehicles, began to evolve. Fast charging stations became more commonplace, addressing the range anxiety that plagued consumers. New standards were set as manufacturers collaborated to create a unified charging network. This progress resulted in increased consumer confidence, further driving adoption rates of electric vehicles. Battery recycling and second life applications transformed the landscape as well. Companies focused on sustainable solutions, ensuring that the life cycle of batteries could extend beyond their initial use in vehicles. This shift not only addressed environmental concerns, but also created new business opportunities. The automotive industry experienced a gradual yet undeniable transition. Traditional manufacturers began investing in electric platforms, recognizing the necessity of adapting to a changing market. Startups emerged, bringing fresh perspectives and agile methodologies to design and production. These innovations fostered a competitive atmosphere, leading to an accelerated pace of development and refinement in electric vehicle technology, reshaping the future of transportation. Emerging players began to populate the electric vehicle battery landscape, each contributing unique perspectives and solutions to an evolving market. Startups and established companies alike recognized the potential for innovation in energy storage, prompting investments in research and development. This region witnessed a surge in creativity as diverse entities explored alternatives to traditional lithium-ion technology. It became evident that the focus was shifting from mere vehicle production to an emphasis on battery efficiency, longevity, and sustainability. Several companies introduced solid-state batteries, boasting improvements in safety and energy density. These advancements promised to alleviate concerns surrounding existing battery technology, which often faced scrutiny regarding performance and environmental impact. Investment funds flowed into initiatives aimed at recycling old batteries, striving to create a circular economy within the industry. Collaborative efforts emerged, with academia and private sectors partnering to accelerate breakthroughs. The goal was not only to enhance performance, but also to ensure that the materials used were responsibly sourced and managed. As these new players entered the fray, they challenged the dominance of established manufacturers. The competitive nature of the industry sparked a wave of creativity, leading to the exploration of alternative chemistries and innovative manufacturing techniques. This evolution in the battery technology field marked a crucial turning point, setting the stage for a future where electric vehicles could be more efficient and environmentally friendly. The ambitious vision of Better Place sought to revolutionize the electric vehicle industry by introducing a network of battery swapping stations, aiming to eliminate range anxiety for consumers. This approach envisioned a world where drivers could quickly exchange depleted batteries for fully charged ones, ensuring seamless travel. Despite the innovative premise, several fundamental miscalculations impeded success. The demand for electric vehicles at that time proved weaker than anticipated, leading to underwhelming adoption rates. High costs associated with infrastructure development strained financial resources, diverting attention from essential marketing strategies. These challenges were compounded by a lack of consumer education about electric vehicle benefits, leaving potential buyers unconvinced. Competition emerged from established automakers, who began to develop their own electric models with conventional charging systems. This shift rendered the battery swapping concept less appealing, as consumers preferred familiar options that required little adjustment to their driving habits. Further complicating matters, the company struggled with operational efficiency, facing logistical issues in managing the extensive network of battery stations. Investors grew increasingly wary as financial projections began to falter. The once promising landscape turned bleak as Better Place. The once promising landscape turned bleak as Better Place began to unravel. In the wake of this decline, a flicker of hope emerged from unexpected corners. A new wave of innovation began to take shape, fostering renewed interest in electric vehicles. Cutting-edge technology and advancements in battery efficiency reignited conversations surrounding sustainability and and environmental responsibility. These developments presented an opportunity for the automotive industry to evolve. Companies, once hesitant, began exploring alternatives, investing in research and development to create vehicles that could rival traditional combustion engines. This region witnessed a transformation, with startups presenting groundbreaking concepts that captured the attention of investors and consumers alike. The introduction of solid-state batteries promised increased ranges and shorter charging times, addressing the primary concerns of early adopters. Enhanced infrastructure, including widespread charging stations, further facilitated the shift toward electrification. Legacy automakers, recognizing the market's shift, began pivoting their production lines to focus on electric models. In this context, the narrative of electric vehicles was rewritten, shifting from mere novelty to necessity. Environmental policies and incentives propelled the movement forward, reinforcing the urgency behind the transition. The fading company of Better Place served as a cautionary tale, underscoring the importance of adaptability and resilience in a rapidly changing market landscape. A renewed commitment to innovation provided the foundation for a potential resurgence in electric mobility. The evolving landscape of electric mobility reveals critical lessons drawn from the Better Place experiment. The innovative approach aimed to revolutionize the way energy was utilized in transportation. By focusing on battery swapping, this initiative sought to alleviate concerns surrounding range anxiety, a significant barrier to widespread electric vehicle adoption. This concept, while ambitious, infrastructure development proved to be one of the primary hurdles. The necessary network of battery swap stations required significant investment and coordination, which proved difficult to achieve in a fragmented market. As consumer interest waned, so did the viability of the ambitious plan. Economic realities began to overshadow the initial enthusiasm, leading to a gradual erosion of support. The consumer response to the electric vehicle landscape during this period highlighted a disconnect between innovative technology and public acceptance. The vision of a seamless transition to electric vehicles faltered, exposing the need for a more grounded understanding of market dynamics. Regulatory environments and competitive pressures further complicated the situation. Traditional automakers began to adapt, drawing lessons from the unfolding narrative of Better Place. The importance of consumer trust and reliable infrastructure became evident, shaping future initiatives aimed at transforming mobility into a sustainable practice. These reflections continue to inform the trajectory of electric mobility in this region and beyond. Consumer behavior plays a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of sustainable technology adoption. The initial excitement surrounding electric vehicles was met with hesitance, as potential buyers grappled with concerns over range anxiety, charging infrastructure, and the overall reliability of these innovations. This uncertainty often led to a cautious approach, where consumers preferred to observe rather than engage, creating a ripple effect that stifled broader acceptance. The interplay between perceived value and practical utility further complicated the decision-making process. Individuals weighed the long-term benefits of electric mobility against the upfront costs, often leading to a preference for traditional vehicles that provided immediate gratification. In this environment, marketing campaigns aimed at highlighting ecological benefits faced challenges, as the tangible experience of performance and convenience remained paramount. Social dynamics also influenced these decisions. The opinions of peers and influencers shaped perceptions of electric vehicles, often overshadowing factual data, when narratives surrounding sustainability did not resonate on a personal level. The momentum for change diminished. Amidst this backdrop, the fading company struggled to capture consumer interest as its vision clashed with reality. The disconnect between innovative aspirations and the grounded preferences of the market became increasingly apparent. The lingering impact of Better Place extends beyond its operational boundaries, resonating through current electric vehicle business models. Established companies now tread cautiously, mindful of the pitfalls that can arise when consumer behavior diverges from technological innovation. This region of the automotive industry reflects a complex interplay of ambition and pragmatism. The failures experienced by Better Place serve as a cautionary tale, informing strategies that prioritize market acceptance alongside visionary designs. Existing manufacturers have adapted their approaches, emphasizing the importance of consumer convenience and infrastructure readiness. The concept of battery swapping, once envisioned as a revolutionary solution, is often regarded with skepticism. Many now recognize the importance of integrating charging stations into the daily lives of consumers, ensuring accessibility and ease of use. This shift in focus highlights a broader understanding of the necessity for robust support systems surrounding electric vehicle adoption. Current players are also investing significantly in battery technology and research, aiming to enhance battery longevity and efficiency. Enhanced performance metrics are becoming critical as consumers demand not only sustainability, but also reliability and practicality. The remnants of Better Place's aspirations linger in the background, urging a more tempered approach in the race toward electric mobility. Such reflections underscore an evolving landscape where each step is measured against the lessons learned from past endeavors. The importance of learning from failure in innovation becomes increasingly evident within this context. Each misstep serves as a critical data point, illustrating the hazards of overconfidence and the necessity for comprehensive market understanding. They reveal the inherent risks associated with pioneering technologies, particularly in sectors as volatile as electric vehicles. Attention to consumer behavior is paramount, as evidenced by the disconnect between vision and reality. This region, once filled with ambition, now stands as a testament to the consequences of neglecting practical considerations. The remnants of the ambitious enterprise provide insight into the need for adaptability. Innovation thrives not solely on successful execution, but also on the ability to pivot in response to feedback. A culture that embraces failure as a teacher fosters resilience, encouraging teams to iterate and refine their approaches continuously. Inadequate analysis and a rush to market can lead to the dissolution of promising ideas, illustrating the delicate balance between ambition and caution. Those who sought to revolutionize the automotive industry learned this lesson too late. A profound understanding of the market, complemented by an appreciation for consumer needs, could have altered the trajectory. In the end, the journey through innovation is as much about navigating setbacks as it is about celebrating successes, guiding future endeavors with the wisdom gleaned from past experiences.